Hello guys and welcome. Today I'm going to go over the NFC North prediction. My predictions for the NFC North. We're going to start with, and to add on to the NFC North here, I forgot to do the Packers, so we'll do it real quick. I think the Packers definitely pull a win versus the 49 Saints. They started off strong winning here. I think the football team surprises them. I think the Cardinals and Chiefs surprises them here. Those are going to be the games that surprise them. I think they beat the Seahawks going in there. Coming in, I think Rams coming off of the break actually win versus the Packers, catch them off guard. But after the bye week, I think they just go hog wild and win 5 straight, to get into the playoffs and punch their ticket as the third seed. But that's it for the Green Bay Vikings here. And I think the Vikings will lose the first game versus the Bengals. I don't think they'll be solidified enough with a quarterback ready enough. And then I think they'll lose to the Cardinals. I think they'll surprise the Seahawks. I think the Seahawks will be surprised by them. I don't know how well the Seahawks will be doing. I think then Vikings will pull off a win versus the Lions. I think the Lions won't have enough for it. But I believe the Panthers will pull off a win versus the Vikings. Cowboys versus Vikings. I'm more on the side of Vikings here due to the fact that I don't think Cowboys will have it together enough to pull it out. They'll be slightly better than last year, but I just don't think it'll be enough. I think Chargers then will beat the Vikings. I think Chargers has a young team that kind of will be able to work together and get the job done there. Packers, I think, will definitely just capitalize on Vikings right away. I think they're going to win that first game, kind of solidify their first, I wouldn't say division game for Vikings. The first division game is the Lions, and I think Vikings will capitalize on that one. But I don't think, versus the Packers, I won't think they're ready enough. I think Vikings will pull off a win over San Francisco 49ers. I don't think that it'll be a close game again, another one. I think then they'll go to win versus the Lions, coming off of a good week versus 49ers. I think they'll want the revenge from the Packers game, and I think that's what's going to pull them into there. And then I just think the Steelers will beat the Vikings there. Not too much to it. The defense, I think, will really stop the Vikings there. Though I do think the Bears will beat the Vikings in the in division, and I think they'll lose. But I think the Rams are going to have a great year, and I think Vikings aren't going to be able to handle that defense. And I just think Packers end up capitalizing, and I think the Vikings actually will end up. It's going to be another close game, and I'm thinking Vikings. Oh, I'm kind of iffy on this. I'm leaning slightly toward the Bears on this last game here due to the fact that they already won here. I think they're going to have a decent team coming in here. Yeah. And then Bears here, I think, will lose to the Los Angeles Rams, pull off a game versus Bengals, then lose to the Browns, pull off a game versus Lions. I think they'll be able to pull off a game versus the Raiders. It's definitely going to be a tough game for the Bears versus the Packers, but I think the Packers will pull it out. I think they'll definitely lose to the Buccaneers because Buccaneers has Tom Brady and all them, and I don't think after this next year being the Super Bowl champs, I think they'll be doing pretty good too. I think Bears will pull off a game versus the San Francisco 49ers. Definitely, I think, an okay season. I think they'll pull out another division game versus the Lions here. I think Cardinals versus Bears. I think Cardinals pull off that game there. I just think Cardinals is going to be another decent team there. I think Packers then pull off another win versus the Bears. I think the Bears will pull off a win versus the Seahawks. I don't think the Seahawks are going to do too good this year. I think they'll pull off a win versus the Giants. And I think Cardinals will capitalize on that last game versus the Bears. I'm surprised Cardinals are playing them. Oh, sorry. That's in... And in playoffs, I believe Cardinals will win, but that could change later on due to my other choices. But I think Bears will definitely win both versus both Vikings. I just think Vikings won't be ready for it, and it'll be Very tough. And then we move on to the Detroit Lions here. I think right away, 49ers beat the Lions. I think they lose to the Packers. They're going to be in a bit of a rough patch right at the start. But I think around like the 6th week, they kind of get into the groove. They beat the Eagles. I think they lose to the Rams due to the fact that I think the Rams definitely have a good defense to handle the Lions enough. I think the Lions will pull off a win versus the Broncos due to the fact that I don't think Broncos will have enough of a team to really show for anything this year. Cardinals, I think, will definitely pull off a win versus the Lions. I believe Seahawks will actually pull off a win versus the Lions here. I think that'll be for the Seahawks taking. I think Packers will end it with a win. I think this will be close with Matt Ryan and Kyle Pitts. With Julio Jones leaving the Falcons, I'm not really sure. Vikings aren't going to do too well. I don't think Lions are going to do too well, but that could be proved wrong later on in the season. But that is my NFC North predictions. Thank you for watching the Steelmen. Hope you enjoyed it. Put down in the comments what you thought I got wrong. I'm not really too much into football, so I'm kind of trying my best here. But thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.